You really look like a general, Matt.
It's that awful mustache, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Good to see you both again.
Good to see you too.
I've known you both for many, many years, and I just have to say this. I am so proud of both of you all, the entire cast, the acting performances in this film, outstanding.
Thank you very much.
So much.
It's just, I
wasn't so sure about Emily,
but Matt, come on.
Matthew.
Well, let's start. Emily, what did you know about this story?
Very little, like basic Wikipedia notes, to be honest with you. I mean, Matt and I live in the same building. We're like institutionalized to being next to each other at all times in life. And Chris had come and spoken to him already. So I remember when Matt came down to our apartment and he was telling John and I about his meeting with Chris. And I was like, so tell me more about Oppenheimer. And I remember you giving me the brass tacks of it as well. And then I did read up a lot more about it right before I met Chris. So I didn't look like an idiot. But
unlike me, I looked like a moron.
No, but so you knew about this story?
You knew more than me.
I did because at that point I read the script, and the script is based on this remarkable book, and it's an amazing adaptation. It's a really great script, actually. And Chris wrote it actually in the first person, and I'd never read a script like that. So it was very much a subjective experience, and it's what he was trying to let us understand what the movie was going to do, which is pull you in through Oppenheimer and put it all through Oppenheimer. And he was very, very clear about what he was doing and how this all needed to be put on Cillian's back, basically. And he needed us to be in support of that. And that was everyone has their own challenges with each movie. And that was ours. And it was a really very clear marching orders about how do we best support Cillian? Like, what do you need from us in this scene and this scene and this scene to help? Because it's this movie is going to ride with that performance. And that's why I think the movie works so well, because Cillian's just phenomenal.
He's phenomenal.
Truly.
Yeah.
I'm sure this story inspires you, your character in particular, but does it also scare you? And I'm talking about the story because, again, I didn't know a lot, but being from West Texas, heard about Los Alamos, but now I know more. And it does, even though set years ago, kind of scare me a little bit, even modern days.
Well, I think it's partly just that brilliant style that Chris Nolan used in shooting the film, that it feels almost like a horror film. It gets under your skin, it grabs you by the throat, and it doesn't let go of you. It's propulsive, and it leaves you kind of distraught, and you can't even word why. You just feel destroyed by it.
But I'd say one really important reason is because it's true.
It's true.
And that's what
it's right.
So easy for us to forget, right? Because it's almost too much to think about. Your life would be consumed with
It's sort of bigger than us. So I think we all felt that even making it, like when you see Los Alamos and we saw the physical set that had been built, it was so transporting and so real. It felt bigger than us. I think that the whole experience of shooting this film felt surreal.
But in a sense, that's what the story needed, because that's what it asked for. It's what it deserved, right? Because it's the most consequential event, and he has to be considered the most important person. Important meaning influential in all sorts of ways, person of the last century, and we're all still living with the repercussions of his life and
the decisions he made.
Yeah.
You really look like a general, Matt.
It's that awful mustache, isn't it? Wasn't it?
Did you name it?
I didn't know. I told Chris, I was like, they do these really wonderful hand-laid mustaches now.
He went, no.
You have to grow.
Wait, so it was real then?
That was
just an aversion to wigs and fake beards and mustaches.
He does.
Like, everyone has to cut their hair.
Yeah.
Everyone has to grow a mustache, and it's happening.
But you should have kept it because, for Halloween, man, you rocked that. You'd win every contest.
Well, we wrapped sometime around May, I think. I don't think in my household, I think they were happy to see it go. So,
did you feel general-ish?
Well, the role was so specific in the sense that what I loved about the way Chris wrote it, and the way evidently Groves was he wasn't very well liked. But it was more like he was a kindergarten teacher half the time, because the military was obviously very concerned about secrecy and compartmentalization and need to know and all of those things that protect our security, whereas the scientists have a totally different way of thinking about things, and they believe in kind of open information, kind of getting to the bottom and getting to the truth and getting to the answer, and that requires sharing information. And so Groves was constantly, kind of at odds. There was this constant tension between those two communities, and so that was a good chance for us to kind of mine it for some humor, because I think in retrospect there were definitely those tensions that could be a little funny in some situations.
Good work. My cat's name is Kitty.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was like, adorable. Good job.
Thank you.
Great to see you both again. I was so
Thank
excited
you.
to see you all.
Good
Yeah,
to
you too,
see
Liz.
you.
Good.